Bluey's son, Roxy, has officially been revealed, and he's not just your average pup. Yes, you heard that right. In the episode Surprise, Bandit had to juggle 2 games with Bluey and Bingo. Bingo was pretending to be a babysitter, asking Bandit for help while Bluey played with foam blasters. They hid and jumped out to surprise each other. It was a fun family game they often played. But then, the episode took a sharp turn in the final scene. Time has passed, and Bluey is a grown-up now. The family home looks the same, but everything feels different. Bandit and Chili are older, and Bluey is now an adult, visiting her parents. The shift is clear. Bluey isn't the little kid she once was, and that's when we saw Roxy. In a surprising twist, Bandit answers the door to find a small blue-purple puppy holding a foam blaster. It's Roxy, Bluey's son. The moment catches everyone off guard, but it also feels right. Roxy has the same playful spirit Bluey once had. His coat is just like hers, with those familiar blue and purple colors. The way he stands, full of energy, mirrors Bluey's youthful posture. This scene is a big reveal, showing Bluey is now a mother, passing down her playful nature to her own child. And the sight of Roxy, so much like Bluey, makes it real. Bluey is a grown-up, and now she's taking on the role of a parent. But there's one tiny moment in Roxy's reveal that many people didn't notice. It happens so fast, but it means a lot. When Roxy jumps out with his foam blaster, he comes from behind the same chair Bluey once used when she was little. That's the same spot she used in her games with Bandit, hiding and waiting to surprise him. It's the one tied to Bluey's fun, her laughs, and her bond with her dad. Seeing Roxy pick that exact place shows something deep. Maybe Bluey told him stories about it. Maybe she showed him where to hide. Or maybe he just felt it was the right spot, like it called to him. Either way, it connects the past and the present. Bluey made memories there as a child. Now, her son is doing the same. It's a soft reminder that family love doesn't always need big moments. Sometimes, it's in the small one. A hiding place, a giggle, a shared game. Roxy's introduction brings a sense of completion to Bluey's story. It shows how much she's changed, also how much she's stayed the same. The playful energy is still there, just like when Bluey was young. This moment lets us see Bluey in a whole new light. No longer just the child, but now the mother, carrying on the fun and adventures in her own way. Roxy has a look that blends the best of both Bluey and Mackenzie. His blue healer coat is similar to Bluey's, but it's accented with purple and darker spots, making him stand out. These purple touches remind us of Jean-Luc, but the rest of Roxy's features show he's not just like him. Since Bluey and Mackenzie are his parents, Roxy carries traits from both. His posture and playful stance are full of energy, just like Bluey, but his ears and markings seem more like Mackenzie's, and he feels like he's around 4 or 5 years old, full of curiosity and fun. But it's not just his look that tells a story. Roxy carries a modern foam blaster, which gives us a clue about how the Bluey universe has changed over time. Foam blasters with a smart laser aim weren't around when Bluey was a kid, so seeing one in Roxy's hands tells us the world has moved forward. Things have changed a little in Bluey's world. Not too much, but just enough to show that time has moved on. One clear sign is Roxy's foam blaster. It's not like the ones Bluey and Bandit used. It looks newer, cooler, and more high-tech. It even lights up a bit. This shows that toys have changed, just like in real life. Another small detail is the digital photo frame in the living room. It switches between pictures instead of staying the same. It's a quiet way to show that the world has grown, even if it still feels the same. But even with these changes, the heart of the show stays. Roxy still plays games like hiding and jumping out. He still laughs, runs, and pretends, just like Bluey and Bingo did. The new toys and gadgets don't replace the fun. They just sit in the background while playtime stays the same. These little updates make the world feel real. Time passed. Bluey became a mom. Roxy took her place in the game. But the most important things, family, laughter, and imagination, never went away. And that's what makes this future feel so special. For some, Roxy's parentage is a fun mystery, but there are clear clues that Mackenzie is his father. In past episodes, we've seen Bluey and Mackenzie share some special moments, like when Mackenzie showed a softer side or worked together with Bluey in the game. These little moments hint at a deeper connection between them, possibly even a romance that has grown over time. It's easy to see how their bond could have turned into something more as they both matured. Mackenzie's playful nature and relaxed attitude match perfectly with Bluey's energy, which is why their son, Roxy, fits right into the picture. Roxy's blue and purple coat along with his happy, adventurous personality, make it clear that Mackenzie's traits have passed down to him. As Roxy grows, it's likely we'll see more of Mackenzie in his personality. He could carry on Mackenzie's easygoing and cool vibe, showing us how the connection between Bluey and Mackenzie has influenced their child. Just like Bluey and Mackenzie's shared moments in the past, Roxy may have his own future connection with Mackenzie, learning, playing, and growing together in the same fun and carefree way. Now, Roxy seems to carry the best parts of both Bluey and Mackenzie. From Bluey, he likely got his love for games and pretending. She was always full of ideas, turning simple moments into fun adventures. Roxy, holding a foam blaster, shows he's already picked up that same playful spark. He's ready to jump into any game with excitement, just like his mum used to do. But there's also a calm side to him. That might come from Mackenzie. He was more quiet and careful, often thinking before he acted. If Roxy got even a bit of that, it means he won't just be loud and wild. He'll also stop to think and understand the game or the people around him. This mix makes Roxy stand out. He's not just a copy of Bluey or Mackenzie, he's a fresh mix of both. He could be the type of kid who leads the fun, but also notices when someone feels left out. That's what makes him different. As he grows, he might surprise everyone by being both the silly kid with wild ideas and the one who makes sure everyone's having a good time. Perfect balance, just like his parents. Bluey grew up with two very strong role models. Bandit always played with her, even when he was tired. He made every game fun, no matter how silly. Chili showed love in a calm and caring way. She helped Bluey learn how to be kind and thoughtful. Together, they taught Bluey how to balance fun with care. There were many moments in the show where Bluey acted like a parent. In the babysitter game, she looked after Bingo like a real grown-up. She made sure Bingo was safe and happy, just like a mum would. These little games weren't just for fun, they helped Bluey learn what it means to care for someone else. Now that Bluey has a child of her own, we can guess what kind of mum she is. She likely plays with Roxy the same way Bandit played with her, but she also probably talks to him with the same gentle voice Chili used. Roxy has a mum who knows how to laugh, but also knows how to listen. Will Roxy grow up with the same values Bluey had? Will he learn kindness, patience, and fun? All signs point to yes, because Bluey learned from the best. Roxy now has Bandit and Chili as his grandparents, and that changes things in the sweetest way. Bandit, who once played all kinds of silly games with Bluey and Bingo, is now the fun granddad. He might not run around as fast as before, but he still knows how to make kids laugh. His love for play hasn't gone away. It just got a little slower and a lot more special. Chili brings the same calm and care she gave to her daughters. She always had the right words and a gentle hug when things got hard. Now, Roxy gets that too. She might bake with him, tell him quiet stories, or teach him how to be kind. Things like that stay in a kid's heart forever. Just like Bluey once sat on Bandit's shoulders or snuggled beside Chili, Roxy will grow up with those same moments, but they'll feel new because they're his. New memories, new games, maybe even a new tradition, like special Saturday visit or secret handshakes. The circle keeps going, from parents to kids and now to grandkids. And through it all, love and play keep bringing the family closer together. Roxy will soon start school, just like Bluey and Bingo did. He might walk through the same gates, sit in the same classroom, and play the same games. The teachers may still be there, maybe even Calypso. And just like his mum, Roxy will begin to make friends of his own. Some faces might be familiar. He could meet the terrier pups, maybe their little brothers or sisters. Candy and Emily might have cousins or younger friends too. These kids will be the new group, ready for new stories, games, and funny moments. Roxy might be the leader sometimes, or maybe the quiet thinker like his dad. Either way, he'll bring something fresh. The world around him will feel both old and new. The playground will still be full of fun, but the stories will be different. New problems, new games, and new lessons. Some episodes might show Roxy helping a friend. Others might show him learning something hard. Fans will want to see how Roxy grows, who he becomes, and what kind of stories he'll tell. With the mix of Bluey's heart and Mackenzie's calm, he's ready for anything. His school life could be the start of a whole new adventure. Now that Roxy has stepped into the Bluey world, it's hard not to wonder what's next. Will we get to see more of him in future episodes? Maybe we'll follow him through school, play dates, and backyard games, just like we did with Bluey. He could even bring in a whole new group of friends, starting his own little adventures. Some fans are already hoping for something bigger. What if Roxy gets his own spin-off show? A new series, set a few years ahead, with a fresh group of pups and brand new stories. He has the playful heart of Bluey, the quiet strength of Mackenzie, and his own spark too. That mix could lead to something really fun to watch. But for now, everything's still open. The way he was introduced was short but strong, and that's usually a sign that more is coming. Maybe not right away, but someday. What do you think Roxy's future should look like? Would you want a full episode with just him and his friends? Or even a show all about the next generation? Slides down and crashes into his back without a handle in the way. Where did it go? The handle vanishes when the kids are on the opposite side of Bandit, only to magically reappear when Chloe joins the scene. It's like the seesaw is changing itself to fit the plot. Totally missed that one, didn't you? In the episode Obstacle Course, Bluey is climbing a ladder in the backyard. When she first reaches it, there's no shadow under her, but as she climbs, one suddenly appears. The real surprise comes when Bluey climbs down. Her shadow stays in place, as if it's doing its own thing. Even crazier, Bluey ends up with 2 shadows. Is she secretly a superhero with shadow powers? Definitely an animation mistake you probably missed. In the episode Movies, Bandit, Bluey, and Bingo are buying popcorn when we see movie posters on a red wall, but later, when they step out, the wall has mysteriously turned purple. The posters have changed too. The first scene shows a Mario Bros. Poster with a dog version of Princess Peach and another with a romantic movie. But in the next scene, it's all bees and detectives. Looks like this cinema has some magical redecorating skills. In the episode The Creek, Mackenzie pops out of the bushes. But wait, his white spot on his forehead is gone, making his head completely black. Later, when the kids make leaf boats, half of his dark fur vanishes too. By the end of the adventure, both of Mackenzie's legs are completely white, even though he usually has one black leg with a white paw. Looks like the creek water has some serious fur-changing powers. In the episode Dance Mode, while the healers are waiting in line at the post office, another dog behind them is holding an envelope. But when Bingo pulls off one of her dance moves, the letter suddenly floats up and moves forward before it's back in the dog's hand. It's like the letter wanted to dance too. This quick animation mistake happens so fast, you definitely miss it if you blink. In the episode Double Babysitters, Uncle Rad and Frisky are babysitting Bluey and Bingo when a rainbow flag is clearly visible behind them. But after a few quick frame changes, it disappears. Did Uncle Rad or Frisky fold it up when we weren't looking? Or does the flag have some magical disappearing powers? It happened so fast, you might have missed it. But this flag's sudden vanishing is definitely a surprising animation mistake. In the episode Spy Game, there's a wild animation mistake you probably missed. When the barbecue catches fire, Mackenzie's dad walks straight through the flames without even flinching. If you slow it down, you can clearly see him pass right through the fire. Either Mackenzie's dad has some fireproof fur, or the animators got so caught up in the chaos that they completely forgot about physics. Either way, it's a hilarious mistake you can't unsee. In the episode Favorite Thing, Bingo has 4 cherry tomatoes on her plate. While she tries to grab one with a fork, one falls and another flies off, hitting Bandit on the head. So, logically, only 2 tomatoes should be left. But in the next shot, from a different angle, there are still 4 tomatoes on her plate. These tomatoes have some crazy multiplying powers, defying all logic and math. Definitely an animation mistake you won't believe. In the episode Dirt, Judo is stuck wanting to play in the dirt but can't get dirty. Later, we see her sitting on the stairs, looking sad. But when Wendy sits beside her, watch closely. Wendy's tail phases right through the stairs. It's only for a split second, but it's there. Looks like Wendy might have some ghost-like powers. Maybe that's why she's always grumpy with the healers. She's hiding her paranormal abilities from the neighbors. In the episode Space, Jack and Rusty help Mackenzie face his childhood fear by taking him to his spaceship. Everything seems fine, except for one thing. Mackenzie's eyebrows are completely gone. If you watch closely, his eyebrows are there in every other scene, but not in this one. Did the emotional weight of facing his fear cause them to vanish? Maybe Mackenzie's eyebrows just couldn't handle the intensity of the moment. In the episode The Beach, Bluey has her eyebrows painted yellow, probably from the sunscreen Chili applied. But in a top-down shot, when Bluey leans back while Bingo buries her, her eyebrows suddenly turn blue again. This tiny mistake shows how tricky animation continuity can be. The team clearly put thought into the yellow eyebrows for that Aussie sunscreen detail, but it slipped in this shot. Looks like animated sunscreen doesn't last as long as the real stuff. In the episode Yoga Ball, the healers play an Indiana Jones-style game, with Bandit rolling the ball while Bluey and Bingo try to avoid getting run over. The girls always jump into a room with orange furniture and a red carpet, but when Bingo keeps running, we see her pass the door. Then, when the ball catches up, Bingo is suddenly closer to the door, even though she was running away from it. Talk about a major continuity mistake. In the episode The Library, Bluey tells Muffin she's not playing right. Muffin is sitting on a beanbag surrounded by books. But when Bluey and Bingo head to the kitchen and Stripe talks to Muffin, something odd happens. Muffin is now sitting on the Cat Squad tricycle, and the beanbag is gone. Even stranger, the books are arranged totally differently. How did all this change so fast? Looks like Muffin has some serious furniture shifting shifting skills. In the episode Duck Cake, Bandit tries to make a duck-shaped cake but fails. He offers Bluey gold star stickers for each toy she saves. At first, his sticker sheet is full, but when he walks into the kitchen, one star is missing. Makes sense, right? But when he comes back with the cake batter bowl, the sticker sheet is magically full again. Unless Bandit's hiding a secret stash of identical stickers, this is a clear animation error. In the episode Unicorse, Bluey and Bingo play with a puppet unicorn. When the unicorn sees Chili, it falls in love and wants to go on a date with her. But as the unicorn moves toward Chili, its beard suddenly falls off. If you slow the scene down, you'll catch this weird moment. Was the unicorn so stunned by Chili's beauty that its beard couldn't stay on? It took a few replays to catch this surprising animation mistake. During the horsey wedding scene, Bandit and Stripe play horses for the girls. But there's a strange moment when the dark blue part of Bandit's head completely disappears. His whole head turns light blue, making him look like he's suddenly gone bald. Looks like the stress of being a horse was too much for Bandit's fur to handle. You almost have to wonder if he's secretly a bald horse under all that fur. In the episode Takeaway, Bingo eats the spicy food Bandit left outside and spits it right onto his face. Both sides of Bandit's face get dirty, but then he wipes his face with one arm and magically it's completely clean. How is that possible? With a snout in the middle of his face, Bandit can't wipe both sides in one motion. Maybe Bandit has superhuman face cleaning abilities from years of being a stay-at-home dad. He's mastered the art of mess cleanup at lightning speed. In the episode Shadowlands, Bluey, Snickers, and Coco are playing together at the park. In one scene, Coco has 2 eyelashes on the side of her eye, but just seconds later, she only has 1 eyelash. Then, moments after that, she's back to 2. Looks like Coco has some serious eyelash transformation skills. How did she pull off such a quick change? It's like she's a master of eyelash magic. In the episode Bedroom, Bluey is excited to get her own room. When it's time to sleep, we see Bluey lying in bed with a small shelf and a lamp. But when the camera switches angles, another shelf magically appears. Earlier, we clearly saw just 1 shelf. So where did the second one come from? Later, when Bluey and Bingo move the books, we see only 1 shelf again. But in the end, there are 2. Did the animators mix up the footage? In one of the episodes, Bluey and Bingo's beds each have their initials carved on them. Bluey's with an uppercase B and Bingo's with a lowercase b. But here's the surprise. When Bluey calls Bingo from the window, Bingo's bed mysteriously changes to an uppercase B. Then, just as fast, it switches back to lowercase. This bed is having an identity crisis. Is it Bluey's or Bingo's? Looks like this piece of furniture is struggling with who it really belongs to. In the episode Rug Island, Bluey and Bingo pretend to live on a desert island and find Bandit washed up on the beach. But here's the odd part. When Bandit returns home, a tree is clearly visible through the window. Yet, in the next scene, it's totally gone. Just a few moments later, the tree magically reappears. Is this tree playing a game of hide and seek, or did the animators forget to keep it there? In the hotel episode, Bluey takes Bandit through the rooms, and we spot a picture of Bandit and Chili from their traveling days next to door number 1. But when they reach door number 6, the bathroom, we see the exact same picture again. Did the healers just happen to hang the same photo everywhere, or did the animators forget to switch it up? Either way, it's a picture-perfect mistake that's easy to miss. In the Tradies episode, Chili hires Chippy and Sparky to dig a pond, and we see a tree with a house in the background. At first, there's a good distance between them, but after they finish digging, the tree and house are suddenly much closer. Did the diggers somehow shift the entire landscape? This is a major continuity slip-up. Maybe these tradies are so skilled they can rearrange entire neighborhoods. Someone should let real estate agents in on this secret. In one bedroom scene, Bandit is spinning around with Bingo when something bizarre happens. His tail completely disappears. It's not hidden, it's just gone in the middle of his spin. Did the animators forget to draw it in all the excitement? Blink and you'll miss it. Maybe Bandit has a secret skill. His tail vanishes when it's in the way. Perfect for navigating around all those breakable objects in the house. That's one tail trick every dog would want. In the pirate episode, Bandit goes through a truly strange moment. Right when his ears merge into one, his eyes do too, turning him into a cyclops. As if that wasn't odd enough, his snout disappears for a split second, leaving behind an almost unrecognizable version of Bluey's dad. Bandit seems to be the one who gets hit the hardest by animation glitches. He's truly the victim of some bizarre design moments. That's a wrap on these Bluey animation mysteries. From disappearing tails to shifting trees, the world of Bluey is full of surprises. Bluey's family was meant to be bigger. There was a baby girl, but something went wrong. To understand how the show reveals loss and how it quietly introduced Bella, the daughter who didn't make it to this world, we need to look back at the first time it showed heartbreak. The loss of their unborn brother, Bruno. Yes, before Bluey, before Bingo, there was Bruno. A baby who never made it into the world, but whose story quietly found a place in the show. Joe Brum, the creator of Bluey, confirmed it. In one special episode, the girls put on a play for Mother's Day. It was sweet until the story moved through Mom and Dad's memories, from how they met to when they got married. And then Mom became pregnant. But as the balloon, meant to show the baby, suddenly popped, everything changed. Mom's face fell, and Dad reached out to hold her hand. And that one small moment said everything. That's when fans understood. This wasn't just pretend. The show was gently telling us that Mom had lost her first baby. That baby is now called Bruno. Because even if he never had a voice, he still mattered. Bruno's story touched people. Thousands of fans left comments, sharing their own losses. For many, Bruno was more than just a character. He became a space, a quiet, healing space, for families who had been through the same thing. But just when we thought the story ended there, something else started to take shape. A few soft clues, a hidden nursery, and the possibility of another baby, one we might have missed. As fans watched closely, something else started to stand out. Small clues hidden in plain sight. It didn't take long for people to wonder, was there another loss? One that happened after Bingo? The idea started to spread. Fans believed that Mom and Dad had lost a baby girl to be exact. A little sister Bluey and Bingo never got to meet. But the show, as it always does, was quietly honoring her memory. It's in the details. The nursery room, still set up and ready, even though Bingo is already 5 years old. Why would that room still be there if the baby wasn't coming? Why would it still look like it was waiting for someone? Yes, the episode The Bedroom aired quietly, but it carried an emotional weight that many didn't fully grasp at first. Bluey is 7, Bingo is 5, old enough that a nursery should be a thing of the past. Yet, there it was, a fully decorated baby room, untouched. Mom walks in and everything feels still. She stops at the crib, staring at it, her face filled with sorrow. Then, with a voice full of pain, she says,
I guess it's not the room. It's who's been in it. Oh.
In that moment, we know something is missing. It's not just the room that hurts her. It's the memory of what could have been. Bluey, ever so compassionate, gently reaches for her hand. The gesture is a mirror of what we saw in the episode with Bruno. Back then, it was Dad holding Mom's hand after the loss. Now, it's Bluey is offering comfort in the same way. The scene is subtle, but powerful. There's no explanation, no words that say it outright. But the look on Mom's face and the soft moment between her and Bluey tell us everything. This wasn't just about a room. It was about a loss, one that's felt deeply, even though it was never spoken aloud. We've come to call her Bella, a name that feels right for this unseen baby sister. The show doesn't tell us much. Every clue seems to speak her name, and that line carries more weight than anyone might expect. In that simple sentence, so much is left unsaid, but it's enough to make us wonder. Could Bella have been here, even if only for a short time? Maybe she was unborn like Bruno, lost before she had the chance to meet Bluey and Bingo. Maybe she was born only to leave this world far too soon. Because why would a nursery stay set up, perfectly decorated all these years if it wasn't waiting for someone? If Bella hadn't been a part of the family, wouldn't the room have been cleared away by now? The show doesn't give us all the answers, but it doesn't have to. That one line from Mom tells us all we need to know. The space was meant for a child who never came home. The loss may not be spoken aloud, but it's felt in every corner of that room, in every pause Mom takes, and in the unspoken understanding between her and Bluey. And then, in the following episode, Rain, there's a powerful moment that can easily be missed. Mom stands with Bluey under a rainbow, a symbol widely recognized as representing a rainbow baby, a child born after a loss. It's a beautiful, hopeful image. But if you look closely, you'll notice something surprising. There are not one, but 2 rainbows. Could this subtle detail be hinting at 2 losses and 2 babies born afterward? Bluey and Bingo? Bluey's creators have always been skilled at using quiet symbolism, and this moment feels deliberate. 2 rainbows could signify not just the joy of Bluey and Bingo, but also the pain of 2 lost siblings, Bruno and Bella. It's a small detail, but it fits into the bigger picture. The rainbows don't just represent new life, they also reflect the lives that were never meant to be. In the quietest of ways, the show honors those lost babies. acknowledging that while life moves forward, the memory of what was lost is always there, just beneath the surface. And it's quite a possibility, considering Chili's infertility issues. In the episode Onesies, we meet Mom's sister, Brandy, who shares her struggles with fertility. Her journey is difficult and emotional, and it brings to light something important. Fertility issues can be genetic. This small detail about Brandy hints at something much bigger. If fertility struggles run in the family, it's possible that Mom quietly faced her own challenges on the road to building her family. She may have silently fought a battle that never made it into the spotlight, one that many families face but don't always talk about. This context makes the case for Bella even stronger. If Mom was dealing with these struggles, it's not hard to imagine that the loss of a baby girl might have been part of that story. Bella's existence, while never fully shown, feels even more real in light of this. It paints a picture of Mom's strength, a strength that helped her through the pain, allowing her to move forward while still holding on to the memory of what was lost. The clues are there, hidden in the layers of the show, and together they tell a story of love, loss, and the quiet strength that comes from surviving it all. Let's be honest, the real reason we're making this video is because of you. Over time, we've seen so many of you share your personal stories of loss in the comments. Whether you've lost a child, experienced a miscarriage, or just needed to talk about something difficult, the support and understanding from this community have been powerful. By honoring Bella, we're not just acknowledging her in the world of Bluey. We're creating a space for others to remember, to heal, and to feel heard. Knowing that others have gone through similar experiences can bring comfort in ways words alone cannot. This video is for you, to keep the conversation going, to keep that space open, and to honor the lives, both seen and unseen, that we carry with us. Bella's story may be small in the Bluey universe. In the hearts of many, it represents something much bigger. A reminder that we are not alone in our losses and that it's okay to remember and honor those who came before. Besides, kids lose siblings too, even if they never had the chance to meet them. They may not fully understand what's happening, but they still feel the absence. Bluey and Bingo show us exactly how children process this kind of loss, even without the words to explain it. Throughout the show, we see Bluey and Bingo quietly care for their mom in moments of sorrow. Just by holding her hand, just by being there when she needs them, they offer a kind of silent strength. It's not loud or dramatic, but it's there, in the little gestures and the unspoken connection. This quiet strength is something we can all learn from. It doesn't take grand speeches or huge displays of emotion to show someone you care. Sometimes it's as simple as being present and offering a comforting touch. Bluey and Bingo remind us that strength isn't always about saying the right thing. It's about being there when it matters most. And that's something everyone, no matter their age, can understand. Also, naming someone gives them an identity. It's a way of acknowledging their existence and honoring their memory. When Bruno was given a name, it brought a sense of closure for many who related to the loss. It allowed viewers to hold on to something tangible, even if Bruno was never physically shown on screen. Bella, too, is named for a reason. Even though she's never seen, naming her allows us to honor her story and the story of every child who never got the chance to grow up. Bella's name carries the weight of all the babies who came before and all the families who carry that quiet grief. And while Bluey never explicitly says her name, we know she's there, because sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones that don't need to be spoken aloud. They're the ones we feel deep in our hearts. Bella's story is one of those, and it will live on in the hearts of those who understand. This might all be a theory, but the emotion behind it is very real. The writers of Bluey aren't afraid to tackle tough topics like loss, and they trust their audience, kids included, to feel those deep emotions. This show has done something rare. It's created space for conversations many other shows shy away from. By sharing these stories, Bluey has helped thousands of families talk about loss and healing. It's given viewers the opportunity to connect over experiences that are often hard to express. It's not just about Bella or Bruno. It's about every little one we've lost, every tiny heart that left too soon, and the way we carry them with us. This story matters because it shows us that grief doesn't need to be hidden. It can be shared, and it reminds us that even though we may not always have the right words, we can find comfort in remembering, honoring, and being there for each other. Bluey isn't just telling stories. It's teaching us how to handle some of life's hardest truths. If you've lost someone, you're not alone. If you haven't but want to understand, you're welcome here too. This space is for everyone. Keep the memory alive. Keep the love alive. Whether they were here for a moment or never got the chance, their story matters. Just like Bruno's, just like Bella's. Remember, love doesn't have to be big to be meaningful. Sometimes it's the quietest things, the memories, the names, the small gestures. You've probably watched Bluey dozens of times, but how many secret characters and tiny background stories have slipped right past you? 1. The busker. There's a street musician in markets who gets a $5 bill from Bluey. But he's not just any background character. That busker is actually based on Joff Bush, the real-life composer behind Bluey's music. You'll spot him again in dance mode with the same $5 on his hat, and later in the quiet game, using it to buy ice cream. Look closely, and you'll even see the tiny tooth Bluey drew on it. 2. Terrier's dad. In the quiet game, Cornelius is seen with a mysterious woman handing money to a scruffy-looking dog on the street. But look closer at that dog. He's got the same rough fur and ears as the terriers, just older, worn down. What if he's not a random background extra? What if he is their dad? Maybe he lost everything due to divorce. And maybe the terriers' wild soldier games are just how they handle something much deeper. Something they don't say out loud. 3. Cornelius's mysterious girlfriend. Speaking of the same girl Cornelius was spotted with, she's holding hands with him. So, they might be on a date. But here's where things get dark. Soon after, she's outside the post office, flirting with someone else. That's not just a friend. And it gets weirder. Later in the quiet game, she pops up again, working at the store where Bluey gets the yes-no button. Is she dating around? Was she just using Cornelius? Maybe she's got lots of boyfriends so she doesn't have to stay at one job. Whatever it is, she's everywhere. 4th, Mr. Monkey Jocks' new family. Remember that well-loved toy Bandit gave away? Mr. Monkey Jocks shows up again, this time with a sick little pup in a hospital bed. His mom brings out the toy, saying she found it at a secondhand shop. But look closer. She's not just any mom. She's the same shop assistant from the quiet game, the one who once sold toys to Bandit. Now, she owns one of his old ones. It's a quiet, sweet loop that makes Bluey's world feel real. 5. Pom-Pom's mum or Winton's. In Cafe, Cornelius is spotted at a restaurant with another lady dog beside him. They're sitting close, sharing a meal. Definitely not just friends. She's never named, but fans have started guessing. Some say she might be Winton's mum. Others think she could be Pom-Pom's. The show doesn't explain, but her soft colors and kind look feel familiar. Maybe she's been in the background before. Maybe we'll see her again. For now, she's just another quiet mystery in Bluey's world. 6. Chloe's baby sibling. In Bob Bilby, while Bingo is having fun with Bob, there's a small detail in the background that reveals something about Chloe's family. If you look closely, Chloe's mom is seen pushing a stroller with a baby Dalmatian inside. This moment quietly hints at Chloe having a younger sibling. It's a subtle but important touch. While he hasn't played a big role yet, this little detail suggests that Chloe's family is growing, and we might see more of her baby brother someday. 7. Bosco. In Double Babysitter, Frisky hints at a past with a dog named Bosco, someone Bluey knew. But here's the thing, we never actually see him. Frisky mentions him briefly, saying she thought love was forever, but the way she speaks suggests there's more to the story. When she talks about princes chasing other princesses, it feels like she's talking about a betrayal. 8. The mystery guest. At Rad and Frisky's wedding, there's a surprise guest we've never seen before. A dog standing beside Frisky, not a family member we recognize. Frisky chooses Chili as her bridesmaid. But who is this mystery character? Is she Bandit's cousin's sister? Her childhood friend? If she's important enough to be there, why haven't we heard about her before? She doesn't catch the bouquet, but her presence leaves us wondering, who is she? And why is she in the spotlight? 9. Long Dog. Long Dog is Bluey's ultimate secret, hidden in plain sight throughout the show. This little sausage-shaped dog pops up in unexpected places, on shelves, on furniture, or even as part of the decor. Each time it appears, it's slightly different, keeping fans on their toes. Whether painted or tucked away, finding Long Dog has become a fun challenge. 10th Snickers' mysterious mom. Snickers' mom pops up a lot in Bluey, but always without her son. She's seen shopping alone, walking through stores, and even in the quiet game, checking out toys while Bandit looks for gifts. But where's Snickers? Why is she always out on her own? It raises questions about Snickers' dad too. Maybe he's missing, or maybe Snickers is adopted. Whatever the reason, her quiet presence hints at a bigger story that hasn't been fully told yet. 11th, Juniper's mom. In the quiet game, while Bandit struggles with his shopping challenge, Juniper's mom is seen waiting in line at the toy store. A subtle nod to Bingo's preschool friend. Just a few steps away, Snickers' mom walks out, as usual, alone. No sign of Snickers. Maybe they are both friends, but why don't we see more of their gal pal kind of friendship? 12th, Lucky's dad. Lucky's dad is one of the easiest characters to spot in Bluey, yet he's always in the background, often with no big role. Whether he's at a neighborhood event, casually walking through a mall, or coaching in cricket, he's always there. He might not say much, but his constant presence makes him a unique part of the Bluey world. It's like a running joke. He's everywhere, yet never quite the focus, adding a fun, mysterious touch to every scene. 13. Mackenzie's mom's old design. In dance mode, there's a hidden detail that fans love. While the healers are at the post office, Mackenzie's mom makes a quick appearance in the background. She's sporting her old design, one brown patch over her eye, before her character was updated with symmetrical markings in later seasons. This brief cameo could be an animation oversight or a clever Easter egg. 14. Maynard. Maynard is rarely seen in Bluey, but when he does pop up, it's like he's always been part of the family. Take Frisky and Uncle Rad's wedding, for example. He's there, but no one explains why. Maybe he's been close to Mort for years, and Chili grew up around him, making him like a god-uncle figure. Or perhaps he and Uncle Rad met through their jobs, maybe working together on oil spills. 15th, Juniper's sibling? In the episode Moms and Dads, Juniper, usually seen at Bingo's preschool, pops up unexpectedly at the playground. What's strange is that she's not supposed to be there. Her school is far from the playground, and she's not a part of Calypso's class. Adding to the mystery, Missy, another of Bingo's classmates, is with her. Could this be an animation slip? Or is there an untold link between the two schools? 16. Missy's not adopted sister? In Moms and Dads, Missy appears unexpectedly at Calypso's school, even though she's not supposed to be there. What if this isn't Missy at all? What if it's her older sibling, someone we've never heard of? Perhaps Missy's older sibling wasn't adopted by Missy's mom, but still exists in the background. Why haven't we met them yet? This hidden detail leaves fans wondering about a deeper backstory that Bluey has yet to reveal. 17th, Miss Retriever. Miss Retriever is Bingo's calm, loving teacher. But in markets, she takes on a completely different role. Instead of being in the classroom, she's running a market stall offering massages. Why? Is this a hobby she enjoys? Or a side gig? The show doesn't explain, leaving fans to wonder if other characters have hidden talents or jobs. 18. Uncle Stripe and Aunt Trixie. Uncle Stripe and Aunt Trixie are usually busy handling Muffin and Socks, but in a quiet fireworks scene, they're just two relaxed adults enjoying time together. It's a rare moment without the chaos of parenting. Later, in Bob Bilby, they're spotted browsing a toy store, possibly hunting for something for their high-energy kids. These hidden moments reveal a lot about their relationship and show how Bluey's world is full of little stories for the background characters too. 19. Mia's hidden moment. In cricket, Mia makes a brief yet meaningful appearance. While Bandit and Rusty are in the spotlight, Mia quietly watches in the background as Rusty takes a tough hit. Her worried expression shows she's invested in the game, even though she's not actively part of it. Was she secretly cheering on Rusty? 20. Honey's mom and Marcus. There is more in the cricket episode. While the dads play, Honey's mom and her husband Marcus have a quiet chat in the background. Unlike the other dads, Marcus doesn't join the game, making his appearance stand out. Nearby, Sprocket's mom and Rusty's mom are also seen talking while their kids play. 21st, Floppy the Bunny. In Sleepy Time, Bingo floats through stars and planets on her biggest dream yet, but she's not alone. Floppy, her quiet little bunny, is right by her side the whole way. Most fans notice the space adventure. Floppy is the heart of it. Even as Bingo tries to be brave and independent, she still holds on to what makes her feel safe. Floppy isn't just a toy, she's Bingo's anchor, a tiny background hero in a glowing, starry world. 22nd Batman in Bluey. The Dark Knight sneaks into Bluey too. In Fruit Bat, when Bluey soars across the moon, her shadow looks just like the Batwing scene from the 1989 Batman movie. It's fast, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Then, in Veranda Santa, Bingo swaps Batman into a Christmas song, just like a real kid would. These quiet nods aren't random. They're smart little shoutouts for parents watching along. Batman's not a character, but kind of is. 23rd, Jack's Toy Store moment. In the quiet game, while Bandit battles the silence, Jack quietly appears in the background. He's in a toy store, eyeing a butterfly plush and a fairy wand, things we'd expect Bluey or Bingo to grab. His dad's beside him, watching closely. It's a quick moment, but it says a lot. Maybe Jack's picking a gift for a party. Maybe he just likes what he likes. 24. The background birds. You might think the birds in Bluey are just background noise, but look closer. In the airport episode, while Bluey faces a big goodbye, birds in the sky are flying too, probably hunting food for their hungry chicks. Just like Bluey, they've got their own worries. Feeding family, finding home, staying safe. They don't talk, but their tiny lives mirror the same ups and downs. They're not just part of the view, they're living stories too. 25. The magical ponies. In Unicorn, Bluey picks out a book with a unicorn and a Pegasus. But these aren't just any ponies. Their colors and shapes look a lot like My Little Pony characters.